Welcome back to another episode, everybody, of the Cobra Daytona build. On this episode, I'm going to show you how I modified my hood hinges. So as you can see right now, this is it. This is as far as the hood goes open. You see my prop rod in there. So you can see to really get in here is not really feasible. I mean, if you see the engine gap here, just try to get the suspension, you got to stick in, try to get to the coolant tank. Big pain in the butt. So I've now modified these hinges, and now you can see what this thing will do. So we're going to pop this out. And look at it go. Voila. Now, let me put my prop rod down, which we no longer need. So I've modified the hinges now, so where this thing will open at its full, actually I think it might be a little more than what Factory 5, because I moved these about an inch forward from where Factory 5 said. So that way I can get this thing. Now I can get in here, I can do the suspension, I can do the radiator, I get access to everything I need. Because of the way this thing is. So I'm going to show you how I did this. We're going to pull the hinge off. I'll show you what I've done. And basically, if you look, I've kind of took a slice out of the side of the hinge so it clears the whole nose aluminum, the radiator aluminum panel in there. And then I welded a shim onto the bottom because it doesn't fit quite right. So what I've done is I've welded this onto the bottom of the hinge. That way it stiffens up that whole bottom, and then it gets rid of that taper which is in the fiberglass body. So it actually works really good. But I am so happy with the way it works because now I can actually get access. Holds it upright, and definitely great trying to finally get it done. As I said, I could go into details on how I mounted the strut rods. I did it just the way the Factory 5 manual says, other than moving this about an inch forward. That's it. And then I did tap these instead of pop riveting, and I also drilled a hole for the big one there, which I will go back and seal up. That way it fits totally flush. It actually clears the side aluminum too. So it works perfect. And then I'm probably going to make plates back up into here to kind of support the load and run it, and then use some sort of urethane to stick it to that. But I'll get on that down the road a little bit later once I get the hinges totally mocked up. It did shove the hood forward a little bit. I can show you now. Now it's so nice. Look at this. One finger. One finger. Voila. Much nicer. But you see now my gap. This gap used to be flat out against the body. Now I've got about a probably 1/4 inch, maybe even 3/16 gap, which is more than I would like, but I found out if I loosen the hinges and have someone shove it back, tighten it back up, I can actually suck that in. So I'm not too concerned. As I said, this thing's not really square yet. It's a little wide right up into here, probably 1/2 inch here, but we're gonna shove it back and then we'll tinker it around that way. Because you can see, not lining up so good with the pontoons. But other than that, what a great modification. So now at least I can get the hood open and do what because I always joke that, yeah, it's a Coyote, I don't need to open the hood. But I still want to be able to open the hood. So I'll pull the hinges off, I'll show you what I've done, what I've cut, and then we will show you how I fixed this, this piece here onto it, this angled shim. And it works great. So stick with me, hit subscribe, and I'll show you all the details. So thanks again for watching. Okay, so here's what I've done to the hinge. As you can see, I cut out this, and I'll clean this all up. I'll round this all out, and then what I'm going to do is this is going to get welded onto the bottom of that. So that'll take care of that gap that's there, and then it'll stiffen up this whole thing when I drive the bolt through. At least that way it'll be welded on all sides. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straight, pretty simple. I don't think it really, weakens it at all. Yeah, I don't think it's any issues. So, but yeah, I cut off basically this front tab here, but still welded here, still 2 points here. Sorry about that. 2 points here, welded here. But it gets the job done. It clears. As I said, we'll clean all this up after we weld it up, and we'll show you again in a little bit. So here's the final hinge. It's not cleaned up or anything, but as you can see now, I've got my shim on the bottom. That works perfect. It actually stiffens up the whole end. Couldn't ask for more. Thought I was going to have to work the holes here a little bit, but actually they need to go backward to get the hood to fit right once you put the gas hinges on there, the gas shocks. So yeah, but you can see what I've done. So I'm going to bolt this back up, and then I'll pull them back off once I make sure everything fits right. And then I'll probably repaint these things. So, but for right now, I'll bolt them up as it is. I got to drill this hole here. So once I get the hood aligned, I'll pick that hole there up and drill this thing out. And that hood modification is beautiful, and my hood works the way it should. So pretty quick video, kind of give you an idea of what I did to make this whole thing work. Thanks again for watching, and hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Cobra Daytona build. Thanks.